think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now.
I think that guy's so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and it's like patient.
Yes.
Yeah.
And makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Gervonta Tank Davis is widely regarded as the most intimidating boxer in the sport today, thanks to his explosive power, lightning-fast speed, and pinpoint precision. He strategically bides his time, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash devastating knockouts. His defensive skills, agility, and adaptability make him a nearly unstoppable force in the ring. With unshakable confidence and a killer instinct, Tank consistently dominates his opponents, solidifying his reputation as boxing's most dangerous fighter. Renowned boxing analyst Teddy Atlas has praised Gervonta Davis as the most complete fighter in the sport today. Atlas emphasizes Davis's exceptional ability to box, punch, and adjust to any opponent's style, setting him apart from other fighters. With elite power, speed, defense, and ring IQ, Tank possesses every tool necessary to dominate boxing, making him a true standout in the sport.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like, bang, oh my God, I shouldn't open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, So he don't, and that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Joe Rogan has commended Gervonta Davis for his remarkable patience and precision in the ring. He points out that Davis doesn't rush his attacks but instead carefully waits for the perfect opportunity to strike. In the early rounds, Davis often throws fewer punches than most elite fighters, focusing on studying his opponent and identifying openings. Rogan also emphasizes Davis's nuclear option, his devastating knockout power, which instills him with tremendous confidence and makes him a constant threat in every fight.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. He's the top dog, there's no doubt about it. He showed that. But Barrios, he's a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Mike Tyson has spoken highly of Gervonta Tank Davis, referring to him as probably the greatest fighter around right now. Many fans and analysts have drawn comparisons between Davis and Tyson, noting their shared traits of explosive knockout power, relentless aggression, and a killer instinct in the ring. Much like Tyson in his prime, Davis strikes fear into his opponents, as they know that a single punch from him can end the fight at any moment. This combination of skill, power, and intimidation has cemented Davis as one of the most formidable fighters in boxing.
Out there is what they don't know gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to the mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound for pound, the best ones of the coup. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the coup to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do the left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
We're gonna have some music on that bit, ain't it?
Roy Jones Jr. has expressed his belief that no one in boxing today can defeat Gervonta Davis. He deeply admires Davis's ability to box, punch, and execute his game plan with precision and perfection. According to Jones, very few fighters in this era possess the complete skill set that Davis brings to the ring. His unique blend of power, speed, and technical skill makes him an exceptional talent, capable of adapting to any opponent and delivering results when it matters most.
Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning, I might run at night. It's all depends what fit you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go no.
Davis always steps into the ring in peak physical condition, a testament to his unwavering dedication to training. This commitment enables him to maintain a high work rate, sustain his power deep into the later rounds, and remain sharp defensively. His exceptional endurance and ability to retain his explosiveness as fights progress solidify his reputation as one of the most dangerous and formidable fighters in the sport today.
Frank was on stage, he said, "I'm going to beat Tank's ass." What's your response to that?
A lot of them said that. A lot of them said that, and I want him to have that attitude because, again, I know what's under the hood with him. He's forward built tough.
Some people just go away and be...
But you specifically?
Me? First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like, day 1 in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fit you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home.
Alongside his devastating punching power, Davis boasts exceptional speed and agility. His swift footwork enables him to glide around opponents with ease, while his lightning-fast hand speed allows him to deliver precise and destructive combinations. This blend of power, speed, and movement makes him a dynamic and unpredictable force in the ring.
God damn.
His capacity to explode into action at any moment makes him incredibly unpredictable, keeping opponents on edge and forcing them to constantly second-guess his next move. This unpredictability adds another layer of danger to his already formidable skill set.
2 questions. Who's the face of boxing according to Oscar De La Hoya?
No, look, I mean, Canelo proved filling in 50,000 seats, and he proved that he's the big dog. I mean, Gervonta's right there too. He's like knocking on the door, but it's right there, Gervonta, Canelo, man. But if you take a look at Canelo's last performance, it's like Gervonta's kind of creeping up on him. So I mean, we have to speak the truth, man, and say, look, I mean, I think one more fight. I think Gervonta's maybe one more fight away from being the top dog, but it all depends on Canelo, how he looks on his next fight.
And my last question of the day. You mentioned a Gervonta Davis rematch. What would be different in the rematch? I know you said it's going to sell 4 million. I agree with you.
Yeah, but I mean, and with my expertise, that fight shouldn't take place within.
Oscar De La Hoya has recognized Canelo Alvarez's greatness but believes that Gervonta "Tank" Davis is now in his prime and poised to become the new face of boxing. With an undefeated record and rapidly increasing popularity, Tank has established himself as one of the sport's most captivating stars. De La Hoya envisions Davis surpassing Canelo in terms of influence and legacy as he continues to deliver dominant performances in the ring.
About Tank is that Tank is a better aggressive fighter than Crawford. He has everything Crawford has. He can box a fighter coming after him, he can go after you, and he can just box you. He got all the things Crawford has. He knocks everybody out just like Crawford. Except for, I think Gervonta's chin is slightly better, and I think Gervonta is aggressive better. And it's funny, because when Terrence Crawford goes out there, he's gonna beat you athletic. He's gonna be like, bam, 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 bam. But there's a certain poise that Gervonta has that I'm like, that is super special. And he has that Floyd Mayweather poise, where he can not be doing much, but he's beating you. That poise. I'm like, listen, approaching the fight, Gervonta "Tank" Davis approaches the fight better than everyone in the world.
Some argue that Gervonta Davis is an even more complete boxer than Terrence Crawford. His ability to vary his punches, attack from unconventional angles, and unleash devastating combinations sets him apart. Unlike Crawford, who often begins fights cautiously, Davis applies pressure when necessary and closes out bouts with pinpoint precision. His adaptability to any scenario in the ring solidifies his reputation as the most dangerous boxer in the sport today.
Tank Davis, champion 130-135. Mario Vargas, the champion 140. You know Mario, San Antonio, 25-0, 17 knockouts. Tank 24-0, 23 knockouts. What do you think?
Man, you know, Tank, man, is a great fighter, man. When he trains, he's an animal. He's fucking beast. He's one of my favorite fighters, too. I will have to go with Tank, man. Like I said, you know, if he has a good preparation, he's a monster. He's a little Mike Tyson, man. He's a beast, you know. If he trains. Now, if he doesn't train, he doesn't look like when he fought. Yeah, but, you know, everybody says that. But when he fought Gamboa, he didn't look that good, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So no, that's what I'm saying. You know, when he trains, bro, he looks super, man. He looks super good, you know. But hopefully he takes things serious, and I think he'll look spectacular again.
How does your top 5 pound look like in the boxing right now? Who do you have 1 through 5?
Man, that's gonna be pound for pound. I would say I would put Canelo in there pound for pound. Then I would put Terrence Crawford second. Then I would probably put, I don't know, a third, man. It's a little bit hard right there, but I would put Earl Spence in there. It's in between Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. So that's 3 right there. I would put maybe 4, I would put Teofimo Lopez. And 5th, I don't even know who to put 5th, to be honest.
You could put Charlo, you could put your son, you could put...
I would put David, pound for pound, number 1.
He's a monster. So tell everybody where to follow you over.
They can follow us at Jose Benavides Sr., Benavides Sports, Team Benavides, and Benavides 300.
Jose Benavides has shared his admiration for Gervonta Davis, describing him as a great fighter who trains like an animal. He even drew comparisons between Davis and Mike Tyson, emphasizing his raw power, relentless work ethic, and the ability to instill fear in opponents long before the first bell rings. This combination of skill, dedication, and intimidation makes Davis a standout force in the sport.
Here's my problem with Tank. My problem with Tank is I wish he had the Duran mindset. I wish he had a Pacquiao mindset. Like, I wish he wanted to be welterweight champion and wanted to, Pacquiao was 5'5", right? I don't think Pacquiao punched harder than Tank. And Tank is definitely slicker than Pacquiao. I just wish he had that mindset to say, I'm gonna conquer 147, I'm gonna conquer 140, Teofimo Lopez, you're next. If he had that mindset, we're talking about all-time great fighter. I think his abilities is all-time, but I'm saying greatness. I just wish he had that mindset.
Teddy Atlas has long been an advocate for Gervonta Davis's greatness, noting that he recognized Davis's star potential early on. Atlas believes Davis's unique blend of skills, ring intelligence, and knockout power distinguishes him from other fighters. Showbiz the Adult has also hailed Davis as an all-time great but pointed out that he doesn't possess the same relentless hunger and warrior mentality that defined Manny Pacquiao's legendary career. While Tank boasts unmatched talent and power, it's that extra layer of drive and determination that set Pacquiao apart.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive, and he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
So, you know, he just, in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before I catch.
Joe Rogan has expressed his admiration for Gervonta Davis, stating that he loves watching his fights because of how unique and calculated Davis is in the ring. Rogan emphasizes Davis's efficiency, noting how economical he is with his movements, never wasting energy and always staying composed, which makes him a fascinating and effective fighter to watch.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
Floyd Mayweather has also heaped high praise on Gervonta Davis, affectionately calling him Little Pretty Boy. Mayweather sees Tank as a mirror of his own career, reflecting similar levels of skill, precision, and dominance in the ring. This comparison underscores the immense respect Mayweather has for Davis's abilities and potential.
I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, you know, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
Oscar de la Hoya has referred to Gervonta Tank Davis as a beast, stressing how incredibly difficult it would be for anyone to defeat him. He specifically pointed out that while Lamont Roach is a skilled and capable fighter, he would face an immense challenge stepping into the ring against Davis, given Tank's overwhelming power and skill.
Have a fight, yes, but have it at 140. Fighting anyone at 140 would be more exciting than this fight against Lamont Roach. Nothing against Lamont Roach, but I'm telling you, Gervonta Tank Davis fanboys, not the fans, but the fanboys, you're not going to be able to convince people that Lamont Roach is someone to get excited about versus Tank. It's not going to happen. You're going to try to call people casuals or whatever. But really, people who really knows boxing, they know that Gervonta Tank Davis is too much for Lamont Roach, all right? Now, I was saying go up to 140. Fight who, showbiz? Fight anybody. Just have a fight at 140. And when you see in hindsight that Teofimo Lopez and Devin the American Dream Haney is now negotiating for their fight, you can understand now why I would say something like that. He has a fight at 140, then he takes on the Teofimo Lopez and Devin the American Dream Haney winner.
Many fans and analysts speculate that Shakur Stevenson and Vasily Lomachenko are steering clear of a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. One of Davis's most notable strengths is his versatility. He excels at any range, whether fighting up close or from a distance. His ability to adapt to various styles makes him one of the most unpredictable and dangerous fighters in the sport. Showbiz the Adult has suggested that Davis should consider moving up to the 140-pound weight class to take on more formidable opponents. He believes Tank has faced criticism for choosing less challenging matchups and that stepping up in weight would not only silence doubters but also cement his legacy as one of boxing's all-time greats.
Just a small, unknown guy who used to sit at the top of the boxing world a few years ago by the name of Floyd Mayweather. What happens in that fight?
Another relationship gone sour there. Gervonta's had a lot to say about his former promoter. You would say Gervonta was a protege of Floyd, and I like that matchup. I like it a lot. Speaking about how what does Gervonta do when he's got somebody in front of him that can be sharp for 12 rounds? Floyd is the definition of he is on point at all times, and he will not get caught with anything crazy, anything unruly in the corner. It's just not going to happen to Floyd Mayweather. And so, with that being said, I've got Tank by knockout.
Go watch the full episode now.
Davis's defensive skills are frequently underrated, yet they play a vital role in his success. He employs a high guard, shoulder rolls, and sharp head movement to evade clean shots, making him an elusive and difficult target for opponents. This defensive mastery complements his offensive prowess, solidifying his status as a complete fighter.
How do you feel about Floyd and Tank beefing online?
I see it a little bit. Yeah, you know,
I like both guys, so it's like, I know Gervonta has his issues with Floyd, and Floyd has a big ego where he wants to be the man on top, and Gervonta's trying to get on top, but it seems like he has to get from under Floyd because Floyd's a big man. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard. It kind of reminds me of me and my son. Like I kind of like got myself away and let him do his own thing and let him have his own glory, his own his own glory, his own life. You know what I'm saying? So me being there all the time will shadow over all this stuff. Sometimes. Not intentionally. I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm not trying to be like, I don't care about the Eagles. I want him to be the best. But me being too close to him all the time takes away a little bit of his shadow, a little bit of his shine.
He was telling me just stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, because he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Just to keep me humble and like have me on the right track. You know what I mean? So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back. Always, you know what I mean? So it's always a be love for Floyd.